take my invisible sword and go help the people of this great country fight for what is right. This is my intro. Deal with it.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's the CardMasterX here again today for another video, and I'm back once again guys with another video.
For today's video, we got 3 controllable card controls for card kids, for card controlled capitalists, for whatever. But yeah, so today I'm going to be teaching you guys 3 amazing beginner card controls that anybody can do to take a card and control it somewhere else in the deck. Fantastic moves. Before we begin this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe down below, comment on any videos you guys are going to do next, and hit that little notification bell so you guys can never miss a video from me. Also, please don't forget to follow me on my social media links, which will be in the description box down below, so you guys can go check me out, say what's up, give me more video ideas. Also, don't forget to check out teespring.com/stores/shopcmx. You'll be able to pick yourself some custom CMX hoodies, t-shirts, and stickers, as well as custom JBZ hoodies and t-shirts. More on that later, but link will also be in the description, so check that out. And yeah, so without further ado, let's get right to it. I'm super excited. So you see, things don't really turn out the way I expect. Lighting sometimes fucks up, so I have to open a window. Quality sometimes fucks up, so I have to punch it in the face. And sometimes I just have to shave, take off all my beard and keep a goatee and a mustache, and embarrass myself all day, every day of my life. But one thing that I know for a fact that I can control is cards. So today I got nice 3 beginner card controls for you guys that you guys can do. And of course it's fucking background noise. That's another thing that I can't control. There's another thing I can't help. Is my little sisters out there doing whatever the fuck they want to do because they feel like they have the need to, while I'm in my bedroom doing my passion and following it. Welcome to Crotch Cam. And today we got 3 amazing card controls. The deck that I'm using is Bicycle Auto Bike number 1. This is the purple deck. Shout out to Purple Derek, also known as Derek, also known as Barty the Dinosaur. I've just noticed that he likes purple. So there's many different ways you can control a card. You can control the card to the top, you can control the card to the bottom, or sometimes you can even control a card to where your pinky break is. First I want to show you there's many different grips. There's the mechanics grip and there's the Biddle grip. Okay, mechanics grip, Biddle grip. So there's a couple different ways to do the call control, or the call move, or the call force, whatever you want to call it. Now you can do it face down and have the card be controlled that way, or you can have it face up and have the card be controlled that way. Either way, it's still the same move. So I'm going to do it face down, and I'm going to show you guys an example. So let's say you're spreading through the cards and you want the spectator to touch a random card. And let's say they touch this card right here, alright? You screw up the deck and that card just happens to be the Joker. And now the Joker is their forced card, and you can go ahead and control it to the bottom, just like that. Now the card's on bottom and you can do whatever you need to do with it. You can go ahead and hand the deck to the spectator and have them look at the deck, and they'll see that the card actually disappeared, and it's no longer in the deck because it's actually right here in my zipper of my pants. Just a little cool way of doing the call move. So here's how that was done. You're basically going to spread through the cards, and before you say to have the spectator touch a card, you're going to take any card you want. It doesn't really matter. If you have a card set up or if you have a card that's written on, you could use that too. But let's say that you want to control a card and control them to force a card. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 2 cards, you're going to square them up, and you're going to take this card in the back and you're going to move it all the way to the edge so that it pokes out and all the other cards can be spread underneath, just like this. So now you're spreading through and you're having them touch any random card. Let's say they touch this card right here. What you're going to do is you're just going to square up the cards, and their card's automatically on bottom because all the cards spread underneath that cold card. So now that that card's there, you can place it back on top, get a pinky break, and do any other sort of move you want to get that card either to the bottom, or you can do any control you want to get that card anywhere to the top of the deck, just like this. An easy way to sort of practice this is to go face up and have them touch any card. And you can say, let's say they touch the Joker here, right? The Joker. Then you square it up and you bring it back. It's just one swift motion, just like that. So they choose the Joker, you square it up and bring it back, just like that. I'll do that one more time, facing closer to you guys. So they choose the joker, you square it up, and you bring it back. One swift motion, you spread the cards underneath, close it up, boom, now their card is now the top card of the deck. Just some easy ways to control a card using the cull control, C-U-L-L, cull control. So the next control that I mentioned was the double undercut, which is probably the most beginner and most useful one that anybody can use. Now, I use it a whole bunch. Okay, so we're going to use the joker in this example. Let's say that they chose a card. All right, you had them say when to stop. They chose this card, the joker. You can do many different things at this point. You can either stick the joker out like this, say your card is anywhere in the center, do a two-handed fan, close the fan, and then have their card out jogged or down jogged if you're special, and it's poking out the bottom basically. Take your thumb here of whichever hand you're not using. So since I have my left hand in mechanics grip, I'm gonna take my right thumb and I'm gonna push down on that card just like this. Take a little bit and push it down. Pushing it down should open up the back of the cards a little bit, right? Should open up the back enough for you to push in the cards and get a thumb break right where that card was pushed in. Now to the front, it might look normal, right, if I'm facing forward, but on my side, this is what I see. So now their card is here, this pushed in card, and I have a thumb break right above their card. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my hand that I'm not holding in middle grip, which is my left hand, my non-jerk hand, and I'm gonna basically cut off the bottom half of the cards like this, half of the cards from the bottom, and place them on top, and now I'm gonna cut where the break is and place it on top. And boom, doing that should take their joker and put it on top of the deck. Also, what I like to do is I like to have them pick a card. Like, let's say they choose this card right here, the 6 of spades, right? And I have a pinky break underneath that card. And instead of putting the card in and moving my thumb, I just do the double undercut like this. Then I go ahead and cut it again, just so I can show them that I'm doing a bunch of cuts. And I basically just do it over again. I swing cut the top packet where their card is, hold the pinky break, put it into a thumb break, and then just do the same thing. Just to show that I can cut the cards a little bit more, and it seems a little more fair to the spectator. So if I, just shove it up like this, boom, just like that, awesome. Now the last control that I'm gonna show you guys was that pass, which looked like this. So let's say they choose the 6 of spades, and you're going to do the same thing, but instead you're going to show, boom, their card is now on top with just that quick movement. It's sort of similar to that same pass that I just did earlier where I was like this, and then I went up like that. But that one I feel like is more, choppy, so people can understand that more, because if you do the sideways one, I feel like it's not as covered up as the other one is. And I actually talked with this to my good friend Derek, CardTricks8, and you take a card and you stick it in there, and you do the thumb thing where you get a thumb break with that card, and it's actually better to just kind of move this one forward and put this underneath because it hides it more. Does that make sense? So now their card's on top. So the way to do this pass, now it's a little bit more advanced. I'm not exactly sure what the pass is called, but I'll figure it out and I'll let you guys know maybe on Instagram or something. But you have a card chosen, right? You have a card chosen. Let's choose a different card. Let's say this card right here, the 2 of spades. We're liking spades today. So you're going to start with a Charlier. You don't have to do all this. You can just straight do the pass if you want to. But you're going to do the thumb thing where you push down and get a thumb break right above that card. And instead of doing double undercut where you take the packets and you move them to the bottom to the top, what you're going to do is you're going to hold the bottom packet in mechanics grip, and you're going to take the top packet. So you see the cards are in a break. You're going to hold the bottom packet in mechanics grip and the top packet, that is where the break is at. You're going to take that and you're going to move it a little bit forward, just like this, so it's sort of covering the cards in the back. So that way the misdirection is there. You're going to take the cards, you're going to kind of extend your fingers a little bit so there's a little more cover. Bring the cards forward, take these back cards, and watch. If I turn sideways, you can see, you're going to take these back cards and you're going to spin them sideways like this. You're going to spin them towards you. Let me spin this way, it's probably easier. So you have these cards in the front like this, covering, and then on the side, you're going to take these cards and you're going to spread them out, right? And you're going to basically just move these to the top. And I like to sort of do a spin, all right? So let's do that again. It's kind of difficult to explain, so I'm going to show you again. You're holding the break, right, with your thumb or your pinky, it doesn't really matter. You're going to take the top packet, move it forward, take the bottom packet, the packet in the back, and you're basically just going to wrap your index finger down, wrap these 3 fingers around the packet, and move it like this, out. That's all you're really doing. So you have the top packet facing forward like this with the cover. You're going to take that packet and you're going to move it out. Now you have a little bit of space right here where this hand is. You see this hole right here? That's where this packet's going to slide through, is this hole. So when you bring the cards forward, you have this hole here that's hidden with your fingers. You're going to take the back packet and you're going to go like this, and you're going to stick it up through that hole like this. You're going to stick it up through that hole, and you're going to keep the card straight. But you're going to stick these cards up through that hole and go like this, and basically turn it so that they can still see the top of the cards, if that makes sense. Let me do it one more time so you guys can see it a lot better. Maybe I'll move a little forward. So you have two halves right now. You're holding a pinky break with two halves of the cards. Their card is here, the two of spades, and you want to get it up here to the top. So you're holding the pinky break right above their card, and you're going to take the top packet and you're going to move it forward so that that way it's covering the deck behind it, the deck that holds their two of spades on top. So now that this is forward, there's a little bit of hole here, a hole in your hand from holding it in middle. Now your hand and the cards are covering this packet, so you can maneuver the packet sideways and it should all be covered. So you're going to move the packet forward, move this packet sideways, and you're going to put the packet through that hole, square it up just like that, and now their card should be right on top. It's kind of just a cool way to take the cards and do sort of a pass with it. And I like to add that little spin at the end. So once you do this and you bring that packet through, I like to spin the cards upside down and then flip them face up like this. It kind of just adds a little bit of pizzazz, and if you do it good, it's invisible and their card goes on top. Like me, I've had a lot of practice with this, so I do it quick like that. Boom, and now their card is on top of the deck. So that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna be over here doing this face. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep mastering life.